Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of exponents and power. If you remember, in the previous tutorial we covered the concept of exponents, why exponents are used, why we need exponents in the first place, and then we learned that any number can be expressed as powers of its prime factors. And then we also drew a corollary from what we had already studied in integers, is that what happens when minus 1 is raised to an odd power versus minus 1 is raised to an even power, which is nothing but minus 1 multiplied odd number of times and minus 1 multiplied even number of times, which we covered under integers. Okay, so this is all that we studied in the last tutorial, and if you haven't studied, I'd request you to go and see that. Today we will learn laws of exponents. Like I said, exponents help us write very big numbers in smaller forms, and therefore it helps us to do the calculations much easier, and hence there must be certain laws which govern these calculations, and today we will cover some of that. Okay, not all of them, but some of them. So today we are going to cover multiplying powers with the same base. Okay, dividing powers with the same base, taking power of a power. What are these things? I will quickly jump on to. For example, multiplying powers with the same base, right, which means that the base is same. Now if you remember, if there is a powered number a raised to the power b, a is the base and b is the exponent. Yeah, this is the exponent and this is the base. So basically, when we say that we are multiplying powers with the same base, we are talking about a raised to the power, say, n, okay, into, now the base is the same, so once again a raised to the power, let's say, m, right? So that's, if there is a problem like this, what we will do. So let's see. Let's say we do 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 2. Okay. So how do we write 2 raised to the power 3? 2 into 2 into 2, right? And how do we write 2 raised to the power 2? 2 into 2. So what we have done is essentially we have multiplied 2 5 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can also write it as 2 raised to the power 5, which is nothing but 3 plus 2, right? So in essence what we are doing is, whenever we multiply two different numbers, two exponential numbers, with the same base, the multiplication is, obviously the base is retained, and then you can simply add the powers, m plus n. So that is the first rule, right? And you can also apply it on fractions, whole numbers, etc., etc. This is applicable all across. Yeah, so that's the first rule, and if you want to try it out with different numbers, please do it, and every single time you will find the same result. So that's the rule number one. Just make sure that the base is the same. Do not get confused, like 2 raised to the power 3 into 3 raised to the power 2. Now here see, the bases are different, right? The bases are different. So 2 is not equal to 3. Base has to be the same. Or for example, you can get a problem 2 raised to the power 3 into 3 raised to the power 3. Now here bases are different. Exponents are same, power is same, but bases are different. Therefore we cannot use this addition of powers. For addition of powers, like we just realized, the bases have to be the same. So keep that concept clear. Number two, dividing powers with the same base. So once again, let's say there is a number a raised to the power m, and if I am dividing it by another number a raised to the power n, then see, I think intuitively itself you can tell me, because when we are multiplying with the same base, we are adding the powers, and therefore when we are dividing, numbers with the same base, we will subtract the powers. But you will subtract What from what? This is a divisor. From the divisor's power, no, this is the dividend. From the dividend power, you will subtract the divisor's power. Okay. But there is another way to look at it. Let's say once again 2 raised to the power 4 divided by 2 raised to the power 3. So we have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 4 times, divided by 2 into 2 into 2 3 times. Now if I were to do a simple division, I will cancel out 3 2's, which basically means I am taking away 3 powers from 4 original power of 2, right? And I am left with 1, which is nothing but 2 raised to the power 4 minus 3, right? 2 raised to the power 4 minus 3. Because we are cancelling out the powers of the divisor from the dividend, it basically means we are subtracting the powers, right? And hence, whenever you get, two numbers, two exponential numbers with the same base, a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n, just make sure that the bases are the same. Once again, do not get confused by 3 raised to the power 3 divided by 2 raised to the power 3, because here the bases are different and therefore I cannot subtract it. Okay. Number 3 is taking power of a power. Fantastic. So generally till now we have seen a raised to the power m, which means a is raised to the power of m. But what if a can also be expressed as an exponential number? Yeah, what happens then? For example, 8 raised to the power 2. Okay. But 8 can also be written as 2 raised to the power 3. So 8 square or 8 raised to the power 2 is equal to 2 raised to the power 3, which in turn is raised to the power of 2. Now basically, what is this? This is 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3, right? Because this whole thing is raised to the power of 2 now. So this whole thing, which is 2 raised to the power 3, I will multiply it twice. If it were to be raised to the power 3, I would have multiplied it one more time. Now let me expand it. It is 2 into 2 into 2, right? Because 3 is the power of, once again, 2 into 2 into 2. Now, how many 2's are here in multiplication? Basically 6. So this is nothing but 2 raised to the power 6, which is nothing but 3 into 2. So basically what I am doing is that when I am raising it to its own power, I am basically multiplying this number one more time to this, and therefore whatever is the power here, right, I am adding that power to this. So if you go to the first rule, which is basically multiplying powers with the same base, this is nothing but multiplying powers. Yeah, this is what, 2 raised to the power 3 is one base. So this basically 1 1, and this I am adding these two. So this basically is becoming raised to the power 2, right? 2 raised to the power 1 plus 1. Now internally, when I look at it, I also see it. This can be written as 2 raised to the power, because the power here is 1. Okay, so I can just write it as 2 raised to the power 3 and 2 raised to the power 3, which means I am basically getting a number 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3. Now these are two equal bases, so what I will do, I will add it. So it becomes 3 plus 3, which is nothing but 3 into 2. Now if the power basically here was 3, let's say this power is 3, then I am putting one more 2 raised to the power 3 here, and this is 2 raised to the power 3. So once again you see that what I am doing is that the base here 2, the base here is 2, the base here is 2, so the same bases and in multiplication. So what I will do, I will simply add the powers, 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 9, and what I am doing here is I am multiplying 3 into 3. So if you remember, multiplication is nothing but repeat addition, right? And which is why when I am taking a power of a power, essentially what I am doing is that I am multiplying same base, which is this base, right? Multiplying same base time and over again. Okay, so if it is 2 raised to the power 3 whole cube, I am basically multiplying 2 raised to the power 3 times, right? And therefore this 3 and this 3 will get added. It could have been 2 raised to the power 4, and then I would have had to so if it was 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 4, I would multiply one more 2 raised to the power 3 here, which would then result in one more 2 raised to the power 3 here, correct? So what I am doing, same base, okay, some power. Now here the power is the same, right? Because it is a power of a power, so the power is the same, and therefore the addition, which basically is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equal to 12, that addition we are doing a shortcut here by multiplying. Okay, so it becomes 2 raised to the power 14. Now why do we need this? We need this because let's say this number right now is something which we can add quickly, but if it is a very big number, or if this is a, if instead of 4 it is a 4, this number let's say is 4 million, and this number is also another big number, right? Then you cannot add this so many times, and therefore multiplication is an easier method, which is why multiplication was invented also, because we couldn't have continued to do repeat additions. But it basically is nothing but 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3, 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3. So same base. So what I do, I just add all the powers, which is 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is nothing but 3 into 4. So that's the concept of taking power of a power, and which basically means, now that I hope the concept is clear, which basically means to me is that if there is a number, okay, if there is a number generically expressed as 2, not 2, I have to do a generic expression, a raised to the power m, which is raised to the power n, it basically is a raised to the power mn. Yeah, we take a multiplication. Why? Because this is nothing but a raised to the power m into a raised to the power m into a raised to the power m, right, n times. So I can basically add all, I can add m plus m n times, right? So I can write it as n into m, right? So which is why. So I hope that now this is absolutely clear, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any doubts, you might have some doubts in the last section, just drop me a message. We'll be happy to answer.